Good morning, everyone. All right, so not a bad Wednesday. The cannabis stocks are still in play. We have IGC, TLRY, BLDP, AFMD, CGC, SPHS.
Good morning.
Whoa. SPHS, OPNT, BRKS, SCVL, GKOS, WPRT, and CRON. That's my watch list. I'll go ahead and post it to the chat in a second, so just give me a minute, guys. Okay, so not that shabby of a morning, really. We got a decent amount of movers. Oh, man. All right, so I think the volume's starting to come back to the market. At least that's what it seems like. Hopefully that's the right. Hopefully that's what's going on. Just not checking my Facebook. If somebody got back to me on Facebook, sorry about that. Sorry if I take a while to get back with you. Honestly, I got a lot of people messaging me, and so I just try to maintain and keep up with everybody, but it's kind of tough. All right. So yeah, I was talking with Mitch last night. Man, I gotta use bigger sizing. Mitch is gonna be working today, so he's not gonna be on the stream. But I gotta use bigger sizing, man. It's time. It really is that time. And I really think I can do it. Here is my watch list. There it is. Watching a decent amount this morning. Good morning, Missouri. Happy Hump Day, Tiny. Good morning. What's up, Callum? How you doing, brother? What's up, Rex? Good morning. Huguetes, good morning. Kodak, good morning. Sonic, good morning. Vitor, good morning. Arian's World, good morning. Jukong, good morning. Live Gains, good morning. Eric, good morning. Brandon Bruce, good morning. John Ennis, good morning. JV. Anybody else really hate the ad before the video feed starts of the guy fake laughing as he sells trading tips? um, yeah, man. If you're talking about one of the ads that come on before my videos, I don't see those. I'm not sure which one it is, man. Got you, Arian's World. I got you, brother. Yeah, I saw you follow me, man. Let me. I'll follow you back. Give me a second, man. Your Thursday. There you go. All right, I just followed you back, man. Yeah, basically Kodak Troll. I mean, it's the only one I've fully back tested and that I know for sure works. I gotta do it, Mike, for sure, brother. I know, guys. I gotta do it. Good morning, Cole, Joseph. Good morning. Yeah, man. IGC spiking. Let me drink my coffee. I think I need this to wake up. There we go. I need to take a few sips of coffee, wake up a little bit. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm seeing you sending me something. Aaron's World. All right, appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, for sure, Mads. Let's do it. Man, I don't know if I'm losing my voice or if it's just too early in the morning, but man, I got to cough like 30 times just to talk normally. All right, there we go. I feel like I sound a little bit better now. Good morning, the best, Eddie. Good morning, Huguetes. Good morning, JV. It plays for me every time and both cracks me up in rage. Any stock video I watch, not just yours. Yeah, I don't know, man. What's up with OP&T manipulation? OP&T, I know I have this one. I don't know. I mean, it's up. What is that? $12 in pre-market. I mean, huge gap. Let's see if any of these are actually tradable. That's the biggest thing. I just hope some of these are tradable. BLDP is not. Unfortunately, I thought that one would look really good for a fade. TLRY is. IGC is still not tradable. AFMD is not. Man. So 3 out of 4 of the top stocks on my watch list aren't tradable. CGC is. SPHS is. OP&T is not. So that's 5. GKOS is. 6. WPRT looks okay. Alright, so yeah, so 6 out of 12. So half of my watch list is not tradable on TEFs this morning. That's a bummer. BLDP isn't, AFMD isn't, IGC isn't. I'm gonna have to end up watching SPHS. What's the other one? WPRT. And, you know, some of these other ones. Maybe CGC or Cron. All right. What's up? Yo, yo. What's up, John? How you doing, man? Too many bongs, man? Nah, brother. I'm in Texas. I have 2 kids. I wish I could smoke, but I can't. So, no bong hits for me, brother. AMD, Amazon. I'll check those out. Get an affiliate link for Bulletproof. I'm not that worried about it, you know. Appreciate it, Daniel. Appreciate it, man. How do I know if a stock is tradable? I go to the trade manager and I go to symbol, and then I just type in the symbol. If it has a Y underneath tradable, then it's tradable. And if it has an N or nothing underneath tradable, then it's not tradable. And so just for some examples, you can see CRON has a Y under tradable, so it's tradable. But if I type in IGC, nothing pops up, which means it's not tradable. So yeah, 6 out of 12 watch lists or stocks on my list aren't tradable, and I've constantly said it a bunch of times. That's the biggest flaw of TEFs and TradeNet is that on TEFs a lot of stocks sometimes are not tradable. It's not a deal breaker for me. I mean, even days like this are pretty rare. Usually, about 75-80% of my watch list is tradable, which is definitely sufficient. Sometimes days like this pop up where half of my watch list isn't tradable, and that's fine. Right now in the market, there's enough moving to where I can focus on all of these. These are all tradable, the four on this list, and so it's fine. Are you close to the coast in Texas? Not really. I mean, I'm around. I'm north of Houston. I'm just north of Houston, and so I'm basically in Houston, but the north side. But technically, I'm in a suburb outside of Houston, um, and so yeah, I'm not really close to the coast. I'm not by like Texas City or any of that stuff. I'm more north. All right, all right. So yeah, ended yesterday. Gross profit up. It was a break even day. But I'm happy with that, and just that gross profit's enough to make me happy with that. The last, let's see, I don't know, man. Out of the last week and 3 days, I've only had one losing day, and so I think that's pretty cool. Last week and a half, I've only had one losing day, so that's pretty legit. I'm happy with that. Um, yeah, gonna watch these cannabis stocks. They've been going kind of crazy here. Not sure where quite I want this one to go. I mean, we also have some like IZEA. IZEA is gapping up some here. It looks like it has a small range, but I still may watch it here, especially if it's tradable. It is tradable. Need some more volume. The volume just has to pick up for IZEA, but it's gapping up some. I'll watch it. I don't know though. It just doesn't have that much room, so I don't know if I'm gonna trade it, but I'll keep an eye on it. Also EVLV gapping up some. IMDZ, FTFT, which is a crypto former runner. TGB, MYND, and AXSM, EXPR. EXPR looks okay. It's filling the whole gap. We'll see where this one goes as well. All right, all right. So let me pull up. Okay, so today's news is brought to you by SnapTrade. If you don't know what SnapTrade is, it's an awesome free resource for traders. It has a watch list feature that really allows you to easily build and organize your watch list. And I've been sharing my watch list with a few people each morning. And so all you have to do to see my watch list is log in and sign up for SnapTrade, and you'll be able to see my watch list here under Morning Watch. And so if you want to see what I'm looking at earlier in the market day, sign up for SnapTrade and send me your username or email, and I'll add you to the list for this so you can see my watch list early in the morning. But it also has a free scanner here. The scanner is super legit and has all these different things you can customize and filter, like sector, market cap, price level, 3-day trend. And then the discovery option shows you the top stocks in the market, and also allows you to kind of filter down on that with signal, trend, sector, volume, and price. And so a really thorough scanner. The huge thing about this is that it actually tells you the volume change percentage, which is huge because it calculates the stock's daily volume on that day, and then it predicts that, and then it compares it with the average volume, and so you see how much above average the volume is on that stock. And so for instance, CRON has 1,000% higher in volume than it usually is. And it also shows you the technical signal strength, market change percentage, and a lot of other really useful data. And so go check them out. That's SnapTrade, SNAPTRADE.US. They also have a news feature, and today's news is brought to you by SnapTrade. So go check them out. I'll post the link in the description. But yeah, let's go over the news, guys. Let's see why some of these are moving right now. What's up, Keith? Here's the link to Snap Trade. Go check it out. I really don't like answering questions like that, Ju Kong Ho. I really don't. I really don't like answering questions like that, just because I don't want to tell you whether to buy or sell or anything like that. Just for liability reasons, man. If you want to watch me trade, that's fine. You know, even if you want to copy my style, that's fine. But I wouldn't try to copy my trades, because there's a lag on YouTube and there's like a 30-second delay. And you're never going to be self-sufficient in trading if you try to copy other people's trades. You can copy my style. My style is legitimate. You know what I mean? My strategy is legitimate. That's fine to copy, but I wouldn't try to copy somebody else's actual trades, just because there's too big of a chance you're going to get caught holding when they are selling, or something. And so just be careful. I don't know, 7. Damn, Robinhood still sold it. That's tough, brother. Good morning, Cool. What's up, man? What's up, Keith? Outsiders, Mike. Hey, yeah, Mike. Let me know, brother. We'll go grab a beer, man. That sounds nice, man. Hit me up, brother. We'll go grab a beer. Yeah, I mean, I don't really. The only time I set an actual hard stop loss is it's usually like the only time I'll set a stop loss is if it's later on in the market day. Like sometimes, I haven't done it in a while, and I think my trading's gotten better. But sometimes I'll buy a stock and then I'll just kind of set my stop loss and walk away. Just because it's slow, maybe it's a really slow moving stock or something's up with it. And so that's the only time I'll really set a hard stop. But yeah, no worries, Jew. Yeah, man. If you have any other questions, Jew, I'll do my best to answer them. I didn't mean to kind of, I didn't mean to target you or anything. I was just saying, I get asked that a lot. I really do. I get asked, should I buy this stock here? Should I sell this stock here? Should I buy this or that? And I always just tell them, no, I'm not sure what the stock's going to do. Not an investment professional, not liable for any losses. And so it's just for liability reasons, I have to say that. All right, so let's look up the news on some of these. The first one I'm looking up is SPHS. SPHS. You can see SPHS is gapping up from 256 to 313, over 10% for sure. We'll see what is causing this. All right, so SPHS is up because following the conclusion into an investigation of the death of a patient. The death happened in the company's phase 2B trial of their biodrug topsalicin. And the investigation revealed that the death was not related to the drug. And so that's huge good news for SPHS, and it's gapping up to show that. I'm still more short biased with these just because most of the time they end up coming back down after gapping up this much. But, I mean, if it breaks 315 and holds that area of support, I don't know. Who knows? It could go up as well. Another one I'm looking at is WPRT. WPRT, bottom left chart. So all right, so BLDP and WPRT are up because the companies announced deals with affiliates of Weichai Holding Group Incorporated. That is a China-based car and equipment manufacturing company. And so, they announced deals with Weichai Holding Group Inc., and they're entering into collaboration with Weichai Power Company, which is ultimately to support China's fuel cell electric vehicle market. So 2 deals landed for WPRT and BLDP. We'll see where these go. More short bias with these as well, but we'll see. TLRY and Cron, they're both in the cannabis sector. Let's see if I can look up why some of these are moving, why the cannabis stock's still spiking up. It's probably just up on momentum, I'm guessing. But with CRON, we did have a press release come out this morning. Yeah, so CRON is in a joint venture agreement with Agrodia SAS affiliate, and the agreement is to develop and export cannabis-based products. So a new deal for CRON. Let's see if TLRY or these other ones actually have a news release out on them, or if they're just up on sympathy from CRON's news. There's an article out about cannabis in general. Okay, so no, TLRY is up on earnings. And so, yeah, TLRY is up on second quarter earnings. So yeah, after the bell ended the market hours at 4 yesterday, it put out second quarter earnings. And this is the first report since it went public in July. And yes, shares are up about 18%. Still holding at about those levels, a little bit lower. Revenue rose to 9.74 million from basically 5 million, and so almost doubled in revenue. It still reported a quarter two net loss of 17 cents a share, which is wider than the street expectations on the Capital IQ census. And so we'll see where TLRY goes here. Good earnings, though. Good revenue. We'll see what happens with these. Next one I'm looking at, CGC. It's another cannabis stock. The cannabis stocks are the ones that have been going, the craziest this morning. They really have. They've been kind of skyrocketing up. All right, so CGC here is another cannabis stock. Nothing that I see. It's just up on momentum. There's something talking about weed beer. And so I don't know. We'll see what that happens with that. Oh, and OPNT is the next one I'm looking at. OPNT here. You can see this one's gapping up from 1566 to 28 even. So a huge gap up here. About a honestly, what is that? Like 75% gap up. Huge gap up here. All right, so something came out yesterday in after hours that said, okay, yeah, so basically with OPNT, I don't think there's a catalyst for it. The float's only 2.1 million for OPNT, and this is a $27 stock, and so it's really easy to kind of manipulate these stocks right here for OPNT, and so I'd be extremely careful. I can't trade it, but extremely low float of only 2 million, and so be very careful with OPNT if you can. GKOS, another one, huge move here. GKOS gapping up from 44.80 all the way to 62, and so that's a monster gap up as well. Such a huge gap up. I'm looking at it for a short. All right, so GKOS is gapping up because it had positive commentary from William Blair, and the firm stated that the concerns over the competition have gone down some after the company announced the withdrawal of the SiPass from the market. And so GKOS, huge gap up here. About a 33% gap up here, 30% gap up, and so big move for GKOS. Yeah, and that's about it this morning, guys. So not a bad morning. We got a lot moving here. All right, guys, just now catching back up on the chat. All right, so All right, all right. Yeah, I know, man. Live Gains. Live Gains said risk management is important, but nothing is worse than a stock hitting your stop out by 1 cent and then going off after you stop out. And that's honestly, to be honest, man, when that happens, I'm kind of confident in my setup because I know my stop area is correct. I need to give it a little bit more, a little bit more cushion for my stop loss. But I know my stop loss is almost exactly perfect if it does that. But it's still one of the most frustrating things in the world to get stopped out by 1 cent and then to miss the trade. It means you're reading the trade pretty well, and you just need to set a little bit, you need to have a little bit more cushion on your stops. And so it should give you a little bit of confidence if it does that, but it's definitely frustrating. Sold IGC 127. No idea when it hit 127. Oh well, today is a fresh day. Don't worry about it, 7. IGC. What was your entry on that one, man? Oh, you're talking about how Robinhood stopped you out. I'm sorry about that, brother. There'll be other chances to make some money today, man. Anyone asking where and what to buy should not be trading with real money. Yeah, I mean, I think it's something. I think it's pretty common for people to ask that. I understand why. Everybody's new at some point, and so it's just about understanding and working towards being, independent, an independent trader, and building some profits. And people can do it, man. You got this, Jew. You got this, brother. It's oversold and oversold too. Yeah, we'll see what happens. What's up, James? James Wachowski. What's up, brother? Do you know if stock trade's still experiencing limit order execution issues? I saw your review vid, or they got better. Anyone? Thanks. Jay, so I haven't used stock in a while. The reason being is because I only short stocks at this point, at least at this point in my trading career. I'm a short trader, and so I don't go long at all. And so because of that, I really don't have a use for stock just because I don't go long anymore. And so I can't short, and so best thing to do is probably reach out to them. You can reach out to Ustock on Twitter, and I've talked with them a decent amount of times. And so if you really need to get in touch with them, go to Twitter and just message Ustock. And they usually do a pretty good job of getting back with you. TLRY had good earnings after the bell. Yeah, I noticed that. As I network within the trading community, I keep promoting this channel. I hope that's fun. Of course, Live Gains. Promotion's always good, brother. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support, man. It's a learning curve. Yeah, for sure, Jew. Definitely a learning curve, man. Usually it takes at least a year or so. Can IGC up to $2? Yeah, it's definitely possible. I mean, it already got up to 205 in pre-market, and so it's definitely possible. The low of IGC. The low in the last year, lifetime low, low in the last year is 30 cents at the very beginning in September of last year. It's 30 cents. If you mean the low of pre, that is about 127. Green Dot beer is so good. Never had it, man. Good morning, Abby. Hope you're doing well. The news on WPRT, I can't remember. I think WPRT and BLDP reached an agreement, or a deal was signed with another company. Good morning, Cody. Who get this? Good morning. I appreciate it, Callum. Yeah, go check out Callum's page. AFMD. Yeah, I wish I could trade AFMD. I'm kind of PO'd right now. I wish I could trade AFMD and IGC because these two look really good, but I can't, unfortunately. They're just not tradable on TradeNet. TEFs. But yeah, I've been using Arian's World Scanner. If you guys want to see a free TradeNet or Trade Idea scanner, you can go check out Arian's World on YouTube. He live streams his Trade Idea scanner, and I've been using that to keep track of, some stocks in the market. Also, you can go check out Callum. Let's see. I got you. Hold on, man. But yeah, man, I'm really gonna try to finish out. I'd really like to finish this week profitable as well. That makes full profitability in the last month. Yeah, but go check out Callum's page as well. Callum records his videos and then uploads them to YouTube and has a cool YouTube channel. So go check out Callum as well. Good morning, James. What's up, brother? YOLO'd out of 10 of 19 AFMD calls. Not a bad buy for $60 to see what happens. Yeah, man. IGC is gapping. I think it's the reason I really think IGC is gapping is because it's the cheapest cannabis stock that you can actually buy. All these other ones are like at least over $10, and this one's just kind of chilling at $1.80. Yeah, I'm not sure why. I think it's just up one sympathy. And because it's one of the cheapest cannabis stocks. Appreciate the subcast, Fox. Welcome, brother. Appreciate the subscription. Welcome, guys. Welcome. But yeah, so not a bad morning. We got a decent amount of movers here. I bought BILI yesterday at $13.30 and sold at $13.45. My first time ever traded. Got the stock from you guys. Thanks. I'm keeping watching and learning. Hey, congrats, Austin. Congrats, Cody. Welcome, brother. Welcome, man. Yeah, Kaz. Welcome, brother. Yeah, good job though, Cody, man. Way to jump in and do well, man. Yeah, I've already checked IZEA. IZEA, I mean, the gap up looks good. The problem is that it doesn't have the biggest range. The range is still kind of small in it. Even this gap up is only about 17 cents. And so that's a pretty small gap up. I'm still going to watch it, but it's small in the grand scheme of things, All right, guys, we got 3 minutes until the open. I'm going to go use the restroom so I don't have to get up after the market opens. So I'll be right back, guys. All right. So I'm back. Somebody asked me for a review on IGC, or no, on somebody asked for me a review on IQ and MU. These are higher float stocks, both of these, and so I'm not as used to trading these, but let me take a look at them. You can see WPRT just crashed here. IQ. I mean, I like, I'm not an investment professional. I'm not liable for any losses. You always got to make your own assessment of the market and trade responsibly. With that being said, I'm actually a little bit more long biased with IQ just because it had this huge wash yesterday all the way from 32.50 down to, 29.30. And so I think it may rebound some today, but, that's just my kind of guess. It's all speculation, I'm not much of a swing trader. I like to just try to react to what I see the market do. What was the other one? MU. MU is a microchip company, if I can remember correctly. No telling with this one. I honestly don't know. I'm just going to watch it to see what's going to happen. This one usually moves a decent amount, so we'll see where it goes. But yeah, market opens up in less than a minute. WPRT pulling back some here. We also has SCVL gapping up some here, if you could see that. CGC, Cron, I guess, is the one I'm going to look at. So yeah, not too bad morning. Why is IQ tanking? I have no idea, man. Completely not sure. Yeah. High float in IGC, but it looks good. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. Oh yeah, Seed is up, man. I forgot about Seed. I looked at this one yesterday in after hours. It ended up kind of coming back some. No worries. Alright, guys. There's the bell. Man, that was loud in my ear. Alright, there's the bell. Alright, so we have SPHS spiking up some to 316. We got WPRT. Gonna look for WPRT to fill some of this gap heading down. Definitely more short bias with it. We have SPHS at 314. We have TLRY, which is just ridiculously expensive for a cannabis stock. I mean, that's an expensive stock, TLRY. It's down to 60, 30s. We have CRON down from 1210 to 1190. We got IZEA washing down to the 150s. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on WPRT. I'm going to let some bearish trends form. Remember, with the VWAP fade, I really need to see a bearish trend at the open. If it's not bearish, I'm not going to jump into it. And so need to see a washout at the open, at least for a minute or two. All right, so still watching WPRT. SPHS just washed. Gonna look for a pullback on SPHS. Need a little bit bearish, more bearish of a trend though. But I do like this one, at least down to 275 or so. No, I'm not in anything yet. I'm just kind of waiting for my setups here. WPRT just isn't moving as much as I would have preferred it to. So at this point, I'm looking at SPHS. And I really don't mind a bounce back to the VWAP with a risk of 312. I need a pullback, though, to 306. TLRY pulling back some here. All right, here's SPHS. Need to see it get a little bit higher. Watching SPHS pretty closely here. Cron, C-R-O-N, huge pullback here. All right, I'm going to jump in with 200 shares. I'm going to try to get in at 205 or at 305. I don't think I will. Never filled me. Let's just try getting in here. No. No fill. I'm just going to have to mark it into this one. Man, I missed it. Oh my gosh. Most frustrating thing ever, guys. Most frustrating thing ever. I really tried to get in this one. Identified the pattern. Noticed it. Tried to get in 3 times with TEFs and it just rejected me. Ugh, it's so frustrating. Usually this doesn't happen, but on this particular occasion it did. We'll see if it gives me another bounce back. I'm not going to chase it. But that was the move right there on SPHS. See if it gets back up there. Doubt it will, but we'll see. Short. I was short in that trade. There's a little bit of a squeeze back up, but man, just missed that one. WPRT completely squeezing up here. And CRON looked like a good little fade there. Just missed it. Alright, there's another squeeze back up to the 3s on SPHS. I really don't like it as much now. Looking at Cron for another pullback to the VWAP. We'll see though. And TLRY as well. Nice, Huguetes. Congrats, brother. Alright, there's 304 again on SPHS. I trust this one a little bit less now, and so I'm going to go in with 100 shares. I really don't mind that. And if it gets squeezed up, I can just get out. CRON tanking, as is TLRY here. CGC2, the cannabis stocks are really going down. There's 8. I'm getting a little weary in this trade at this point. I'm going to get out. I don't like that one. Maybe I chased it a little bit on the way back. And so might have chased it a little bit. It got squeezed up. I got out right before this squeeze. I could see that coming. I would have gotten stopped out at 312 anyway. The pattern was broken. Aside from that, I don't see too many VWAP fade options. OPNT is just crashing down too. And CRON has washed so far underneath the VWAP that I don't know if it's going to get up there to fade it. Yeah, I'm not seeing too much here. It's Wednesday, so Wednesdays are a little sketchy. I mean, here's the thing. If TLRY gets up to 60-20 or 60 even, it doesn't look bad. If I do jump in this one, it's going to be with a very small sizing, maybe like 20 or 30 shares, just because the range on this one is like $6 or $7. And so if I jump in with 100 shares even with this one, I could be down a few $100 in a small move, and I'm not trying to do that. Oh, GERN. I know some people mentioned this one. Oh, missed that one too. Yeah, it looked like a good fade here, actually. With 550 as your risk. Or, well, the range is tiny on it. I don't know. If it can push up a little bit, I like it for a fade some more. If it can get up here, I like it some more. And I may jump in GERN if it gets up there. I don't mind shorting this one a little bit early. Not anymore, it's too late now. And I haven't been getting filled with limit orders today on TEFs. If it can get back up here, I like it, but it needs to get back up to the 540s. SPHS is pushing, trying to break the high of the day. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm happy with my exit on SPHS. That was a good exit, you know. It's testing the high of pre-market and the high of the day now, so I'm glad I got out of that one. Honestly, really I should have paid attention to the chat a little bit more. Somebody was mentioning GERN was fading. So it just depends on how much this thing can bounce back. I like GERN if it can get up to 542, 543. I'll get in it if it gets up there. If not, you know, I'm just going to let it go. There's 540s. Alright, I'm going to take a starter position here with 100 shares on GERN. I'll plan to add if it gets up to 544. Take some more here at 543. Alright, so I'm in with 200 shares at this point. Risk area is 550. Maybe not quite so much. Maybe 545 would be reasonable. 546. There's 43s, 44s. All right, I'm in with another 100 shares. There's the 300 share position. We'll see how it works out. I'm a little nervous, I can't lie, about using this big of sizing. And if I take a bigger loss, that's okay. This is the first day I'm using a little bit. I'm trying to use 300 shares. And so just want to see a bigger pullback here, a bigger wash down. And with 300 on GERN. I like 545, 546 is my risk area, but we'll see. Gold is down to the low of the day at 530s. All right, there's 44. I'm still okay in this. 45. The big thing I have to watch on this is if this support level here at 542 holds and it keeps pushing back up. And so that's what I have to watch for ultimately with this one. $45. Also, you can see CRON is kind of fading here a little bit. All right, it's up to 46. There's a wash back down to 44. Trying to have patience in this one. $46. It got up to 47 for a second. There's 44. We'll see if we get a crash here. It's kind of consolidating on GERN. Back up to 45, 46. Got to be careful here. Here's 42s, nice. 41s, good. We'll see if it continues to wash here. Looking for 530s for my price target. Here's a big bounce. 43s, 42s. See if we get a bigger wash here. Looking for a big fade back down to the lows. $41s, good. Yeah, I mean, I like it now. I could set my risk area at 546. All right, there's some washing here, down to 540. Looking for 533 maybe. $38, looking good. I'm going to cover partial here just to take some profit. All right, holding 200 shares. The fade was beautiful. I think maybe I scaled into it a little bit late. So at this point, it's just trying to manage the position. Yeah, I mean, if I could critique this trade, maybe I got in a little late or a little early. What's my entry here? My average is 540. And so, I mean, yeah, maybe a little early. Want to see a crack under here. Don't mind holding for a little bit. All right, there's 36s. Let's see a bigger wash. All right, there's 35s. All right, so goal is to take another partial at the low of the day here. See if we can keep coming down to that low of the day area at 530s. $34s. I think that's a reasonable area. I took a partial there. All right. Well, I'm going to let the rest work. Hopefully it'll break the low of the day. I don't mind adding on a bounce if it bounces back to 540 maybe, but ultimately I'd really like to see this low of the day crack. And the important thing is I went with it and took my 300 share position. Although, I really think I could probably have gone a little bit higher with this one, but it's right at the low of the day. It may bounce here because it's at the low. I'd really like to see this area hold its resistance at 536. But I'm comfortable in the trade at this point. I've already taken most of my profits. I'm just going to let the rest work, see if we get a low of the day crack. Maybe down to the 520s. WPRT, maybe a VWAP rejection here. Doesn't look that bad. It's 536. Don't really want to see it crack over that. Keeping an eye on it. I appreciate the sub, Alistair. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it. Appreciate the sub, George, as well. Welcome, guys. All right, so like I said, I'd really like to see this area hold as resistance, this 536 level. It's at 535 now. Just holding it. I'm okay in this trade. At this point, I've already taken a lot of profits with my 300 shares, and so I'm just gonna let the rest work. See if it can come back down. And this was really the only fade I saw today. The only other one was one I can't trade. Up, squeeze up to 538. I'm going to have a pretty tight leash on it at this point. All right, let's see a bigger wash here. $35's nice. All right, so let's see a bigger drop here. I'd really like to see a crack down to the lows and a continuation here. I appreciate the sub, Lost Cosmos. Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, so there's the bigger drop. A lot of red on the time and sales. That's what I want to see. But yeah, the only other, I mean, I saw a good VWAP fade with OPNT here. I had a nice little fade here. Right here, beautiful little fade. It wasn't tradable on TEFs, so I couldn't trade it, but didn't look bad. All right, there's 34. Let's get a low of the day crack here. It's been testing it for a while. See if we get a wash finally under this low. It's been testing it for a few minutes now. Right, there's 33s. Let's get this crack finally, man. Let's do it. 32s, 31s, 30s. There we go. See, you get a 29 crack here. $29s. $28s. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and get out here for a $16 gain on the trade, and I'm happy with that. I probably should have held a little bit of that 300 shares a little bit longer, but I'll take the $16 gain. Not too shabby. Everybody always thinks I'm smoking bud, but I'm not. I'm smoking electric cigarettes here. You know, I have 2 kids. You guys have seen my kids or heard my kids. You know, I can't smoke bud. That would be terrible. Not that I have anything morally against it, and trust me, I would smoke if I could. But I have 2 kids. I live in Texas. Yeah, there's the squeeze back up. Got out right around that time. Yeah, Mihail. My YouTube lags a little bit, and it's kind of like there's different settings. I can do real time, completely real time, but the stream would probably be really, really laggy, and it would be really glitchy, and it wouldn't be as clear. And so it's actually better for me to use the 30-second lag just because it helps the quality of the stream a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, I am vaping technically, but I'm vaping electric cigarettes. All right, Tiny. See you on Thursday. See you tomorrow, Tiny. Good job today. But yeah, honestly, at this point, I'm just glad I could take advantage of one of the only VWAP fades I saw in this market. Another one, TLRY faded really obviously. If you want to see the perfect VWAP fade, actually, TLRY was it. Look at this beautiful bearish trend. Pull back to the VWAP up here. And maybe I got out of GERN a little early, it looks like. But I'm happy with it. I took the meat of the move. I mean, I got in 545 down to 528. And so, you know, about 15, 16 cents. I'll take it. Yeah, Timothy. I'm in the Houston area, brother. your streams real time. IPAS. Well, look at IPAS squeezing up huge here. I need some more volume, honestly. I mean, this volume was good on this candle right here, but the volume's gone down some, and you know, the volume just came out of nowhere. So we'll see where this one goes. Doesn't look too bad. Yeah, so with TEFs, so with TradeNet, so what happens is you buy a TradeNet package, and you're buying the TradeNet package. You're not depositing money into a trading account. You're actually buying the package. And then when you buy a TradeNet package, TEFs partners with you. And so TEFs partners with you, and they send you a funded account, right? And so with the intro package, which is the one I bought, they sent me a funded account with 14K in buying power, and I have a $700 max loss. So if I go under 13,300, they close my account down, and any profits over 14K, there's a 70-30 profit split. And so if I bring the account up to 15K, I keep 700, they keep 300. A lot of shorts are available with TAFs, which is CFD trading. A lot of shorts are really available. That's one of my favorite things about them, is that I can short almost anything that's tradable on TAFs. I can short, and so really good for shorts, at least in my opinion. And the commissions are really cheap. Like, commissions are $1.50 minimum per trade. And so if I'm using under 200 or 300 shares, it's $1.50 a trade, so $3 for a round trip. And so really, really cheap commissions. If you're interested in signing up for TradeNet, I do make a small commission if you go through my link, but you do get 10% off by going through my link. And so if you're interested in signing up for TradeNet, you can go through my link and help support the channel, and I appreciate it if you do. But yeah, I mean, I've always said the biggest flaw for TEFs is that some stocks aren't tradable, right? And so today, out of my watch list, half of my watch list wasn't tradable, but that's not really that common. Most of the time, most of the stocks on my watch list are tradable. Like, I think yesterday, 9 out of 12 were tradable yesterday. And so most of the time, a lot of stocks are tradable, but sometimes you get days like today where half of my watch list isn't tradable. But I still think it's a great option for new traders to truly learn how to trade with small commissions. And the fills are pretty decent as well. And so if you are interested in signing up through TradeNet, you can go through my link. And I do make a small commission from it. But even if you don't like me and you still want to sign up to TradeNet, you can just go to tradenet.com and go through their website. But you do get 10% off if you go through me. And so there's the link if you're interested in hearing more about TradeNet and TEFs. There's the link in the chat. Go check them out. 10% off if you go through that link. Oh, nice. You're in Lake Charles? Yeah, Jason, I'm from Louisiana originally, brother. I'm from Baton Rouge, the Baton Rouge area. So yeah, man, go Tigers. Go Tigers, brother, Oh, IPAS got a big bank contract, already had a halt on it. I never withdrawn money, Alicio. I've never been profitable enough to withdraw money. But honestly, I'm there at this point. Like, I have, if you've been following along with the stream, in the last week and a half, I've had one losing day. One losing day in the last week and a half, and I'm really, really excited about that. It's, I've been building towards finding consistency in the last year or two, and to finally have it and just kind of day after day, just profitable day after profitable day is really cool for me. I'm really excited about that. It's been a long journey towards being profitable as a trader, and it finally just kind of clicked, and I'm actually, been doing really well. The next step, like I've been saying, is to increase my sizing. Today I took a 300 share position. I didn't squeeze as much out of it as I would like, but I think it's because GERN had a smaller range today. And so I can only, the range was a little bit smaller today, but I'm really happy for where I am as a trader. I'm finally showing consistent profits. In the last 2 months, I'm averaging a 65 or 70% win rate, which is huge in trading and something I'm really proud of. Is 65 or 70% in the last month. In the last month or two. And so that's huge. At this point, like I said, it's just about scaling up and, taking some larger gains out of the market. But my consistency's there. I definitely feel like I'm at the level now where I can, possibly do this for a living. I just have to, I just have to scale up, but you can't, people can say whatever they want about me, but you can't say I trade bad. You can't talk about my trading because my trading has been on point lately, regardless of what you want to say. Sometimes I don't execute the trades perfectly, but identifying the setups, I've been doing extremely well with that. And yeah, like I said, now it's just about time to scale up. Yeah, no worries, Alicio. Happy to help, brother. Happy to help, man. Um, I mean, as far as I know. All right, James. Have a good day, brother. Appreciate it, man. As far as I know, I mean, my link, the 10% doesn't expire. At least not until TradeNet tells me it does. But from what I know, I'll be able to get 10% off for as long as I can, I guess. I'm not sure. They did have a 20% sale that ended on the 23rd. But as far as I know, it doesn't expire, but not 100% sure. Oh, nice. Yeah, I have some friends in Lafayette, Jason. In Lubbock, Texas. Nice, JDN. I don't know where that is, but I'm around the Houston area. Jacob, I'm just now seeing you. Uh, AFMD better not look good to you at all. 5,000 shares in. Good luck, brother. Good luck, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna. If I didn't like you, I'd be like, oh, I think that's a good short. But I really don't think it. I think it's in a good long trend unless it breaks under 680. So good luck, brother. WPRT maybe pulling back to the VWAP here. All right, Arian's World. Have a good day, brother. Okay. West Texas Panhandle. Yeah. I'm in East Texas. Like I said, I'm around the Houston area. Let's see. Some people are asking me to look at some stocks. CRON, I think it's just in a sideways trend at this point. It does have some resistance at this $12 level, 11.90, $12 point. But I think there's not really a way to tell at this point. It could be, I could see it coming back down to the low. But if it holds support at this 11.90, $12 level, obviously I think the trend's going to be a bullish trend. So we'll see. TRXC. Somebody wanted me to look at TRXC. TRXC getting a volume spike here, breaking the high of the day. I still think it has a little bit too low a volume for me to like to trade it, and the range is pretty tiny on it. So, like, if you look at the range of the day on TRXC, it's only about 550 to 5. It's only about 12 cents today, guys. So, TRXC tiny range. You'd have to use bigger sizing to take a good position out of it. And so, for that reason, I don't like it. I'm not saying you can't profit from it, but it's just not my style right now. Nah, go LSU. I'm a LSU and a Saints fan, guys, so I can't really talk any smack about it because the Saints haven't been doing that. I mean, the Saints did good last year. Tigers, they were doing okay. Nice, Corpus Christi. Awesome, Dustin. Yeah, man. Y'all ever in the Houston area, hit me up. We'll grab a beer or something, man. EXPR, possible swing. I mean, the only one I kind of like right now, and this is kind of like, is WPRT. WPRT doesn't look that bad bouncing back to this VWAP just because the risk to reward's pretty good. You could set your risk area here at 364, 365, essentially giving you a 5-cent risk because it's a small range. Potential reward at least down to 350, so about a 10-cent reward. So 2 to 1 if you're playing it small here. You could also set your risk a little bit higher at 367, giving you a 7-cent risk, but your reward still would be at 350, and so, it wouldn't be as good risk to reward. EXPR, man, this was a beautiful VWAP fade on EXPR. Look at this VWAP fade, man. I'm sorry I didn't listen to you earlier, brother, man. Look at this. Perfect VWAP fade right here on EXPR, and great risk to reward. If you were to enter in here at 970, you could set your risk at 985, so a 15-cent risk, your potential reward from 970 down to 911, so 60-cent reward. So huge risk to reward there on EXPR if you got in right around these highs, but the move's over. I'm not going to chase it, but really nice risk to reward on that one. GKOS had a nice little VWAP rejection here as well. You see this VWAP rejection here. Like I said, VWAP rejections I'm not as confident in as VWAP fades, but you can see the VWAP rejection there. What do you mean, Morgan? My PIC? What do you mean by that? Yeah, Jacob, man. Here, brother, I'm gonna send you a video, Jacob. It's one of my videos. It's on the VWAP fade, and it's called I have a series called walkthroughs, and I have one on the VWAP fade, right? And this series basically, I don't talk over it, but it's a complete walkthrough of the strategy, right? It shows you where I plan to exit in these positions, where I enter, where I take a partial, where my risk level is at. And so I'm going to send you that video now in the chat, so go check that out, Jacob. But yeah, this is called my walkthrough series. Yeah, no worries, Jacob. But yeah, check out that video. It's called Walkthroughs. Like I said, it's a complete walkthrough of this VWAP fade strategy I've been using. And, just for a little bit of background, the VWAP fade setup is a setup I've actually back tested over a year's period, right? Over a year's period, I've gone back in time and looked at how many times it worked versus how many times it failed. And it has about a 73% accuracy rate when I back tested it. And so a legit edge with the VWAP fade. If you've been following along with our stream, I'm averaging one losing day a week using only this setup. And so in my mind, it's the perfect setup right now for shorts, at least for me. Yeah, but, check out the walkthrough video if you're interested in it. Yeah, no worries, Jacob. All right, brother, I'll be looking for that, man. So I have a few people asking me what's the difference between fades and rejections. So fades are in a bearish trend. So like for instance, if you look at EXPR here, this is a VWAP fade. The reason it's a fade is because it's in a bearish trend, right? You can see bearish trend here. And then it pulls back to the VWAP here. That's a VWAP fade. It's in a bearish trend. It pulls back to the VWAP and then it comes back down. It's basically a bear flag with an entry around the VWAP, right? The VWAP rejection is in a bullish trend, as you can see GKOS here. Bullish trend. Wait, let me... VWAP rejection is in a bullish trend, as you can see here, with a pullback under the VWAP, and then that area acting as resistance entering there, right? So I hope that makes sense. Bullish trend, breakdown under the VWAP, pull back to the VWAP, bounce back down to the low of the day. That's the VWAP rejection. The VWAP fade is bearish trend, pull back to the VWAP, continuation back down. And so I hope that makes sense. And this is all just kind of my opinion. This is how I approach them, But, yeah, man, like I said, I definitely feel like this setup has an edge in the market. And, I mean, my profit and loss from the last few weeks definitely kind of shows that. And so I can even pull up my profit and loss from the last few weeks if you want to see it. Yeah, so my last week and a half profit and loss is pretty good for my last week and a half. Here's the last week and a half of my profit and loss if you're interested in seeing it. Quick though, CGC just pulled back to the VWAP. It just broke under it. I don't know if I like it at this point, but it is pulling back to that VWAP area. But yeah, this is my P&L from the last week and a half, right? I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 trades if you count today. And 9 out of 12 of those were profitable. And so 9 out of 12 profitable trades in the last week and a half. That gives me a 75% accuracy rate in the last week and a half. And that's with my trading. That's with my trades. If I go at daily, if I look at daily accuracy rate, I am let's see, in the last week and a half, that's 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm 7 out of 8 days were profitable in the last week and a half. 7 out of 8 days were profitable. And so I'm happy with that for sure. Hey, no worries, Jonathan. Hey, brother, glad I could help, man. I sent you a text back yesterday, Jonathan. I sent you a text message on WhatsApp back, Jonathan. I didn't know if you got it or not, but hey, brother, I'm glad to help, man. I'm happy to help. It took me a long time to find consistent profits. It really did. It took me a long time, and at this point, like I said, I just need to scale my sizing up because my consistency's there. And so yeah, I'm just trying to tell people what could have helped me get to this consistency earlier. And that's just back testing. You got to back test your setups. And it's like I said before, like even if you hear me teaching these setups and preaching about these setups and strategies, don't listen to me. Don't trust me. Be skeptical and back test the setup yourself. That's the only way you're going to be independent as a trader is if you back test the setups yourself, regardless of who is telling you about the setups. I'm not saying people's setups are bad, but I'm saying you got to back test the setups yourself. If you back test them yourself, you'll truly know if it has a legitimate edge or not. And if you don't back test it yourself, you're kind of trusting people on the internet, and that's never a good thing. And so even me, don't trust me, back test the setups yourself. That's the only way to truly be an independent, profitable trader is if you back test the setups yourself. All right, Seven, have a good day, brother. But yeah, man, I was talking with Mitch about it yesterday. I'm really excited because I really do think I'm the only streamer on YouTube that both shows my viewers my complete profit and loss, my complete account balance, and everything while I'm in the trades. And the only one that is actually consistently profitable that's streaming live for free on YouTube right now. And so I'm really proud of that. And I know I've been talking about it a lot. But honestly, it's just kind of a surreal feeling to me. Like I worked towards being profitable for years, and so to finally be there is really cool, and it's definitely a surreal feeling. And it's even better that I have people watching me, and so they can kind of document and see. I'm not lying. I can't hide anything, and that when I'm showing this consistency, it's real consistency. But yeah, look at SPHS. SPHS is possibly breaking out over the high of the day here. Same thing with CRON. CRON is getting up there. Well, what did AFMD do? Since I have viewers that are really invested in this one, I'm not going to give my opinion, but I mean, it's still holding above this support. And so you still got a little bit of support there. Hey, appreciate the sub, Jesus and Zara. Appreciate the sub, guys. AMMR. Hey, appreciate it, Joe. Appreciate it, brother. And so, yeah, another profitable day. I went for it and used 300 shares today. Didn't take a big enough gain, in my opinion, but I went with 300 shares, and so I'm happy with that. Just got to get a little bit more comfortable with it. It's something I got to work on, is being comfortable using that sizing. And I'm getting a little bit better. I went for it today at least. That's better than I usually do. And so I'm happy with my little $16 gain. And hey, I mean, like I said, my P&L from the last 2 weeks has been pretty legit here. 75% accuracy rate in the last 2 weeks. And so I'm really happy with that. Also, my winners are bigger than my losers here too. And so I'm really happy with that as well. So not too shabby here. Man, my MacBook is messing up. It's about time for me to get a new laptop, guys. My MacBook the screen keeps going white on me. But yeah, I got a doctor's appointment at 11:30 market time, and so I'm probably about to close the stream down now. Man, my computer won't work. Before I do, go check out SnapTrade. It's an awesome free scanner I've been using. I get asked a lot how I specifically find the stocks I trade, and one of the ways is using SnapTrade. You can see they have this discovery option that lets you target down and gives you the top stocks in the market, and they really have a lot of different rules for these stocks to fit to meet this top list, and so a really smart way to approach it. I can also change the signal. So for instance, if I want to look at high gainer volume with a bullish trend with over 10 million in volume, I can pull up all of those stocks and it shows me those. It also shows you recent discoveries as well for you to look at. There's also a free scanner for you to take advantage of, where I can change market cap, P&E, price level, 3-day trend from rising and falling, and it's super easy to build and organize my watch list each morning. And so something I've been doing is sharing my watch list with others on SnapTrade each morning. And so all you have to do if you want my watch list shared with you is sign up to SnapTrade and send me your SnapTrade username or email, and I'll add you to this list, and so you'll be able to see my watch list a little bit earlier than the stream. And so yeah, guys, go check out SnapTrade. Really awesome free website for traders. There's also these pre-selected scans like recent earnings, upcoming earnings, community, top movers, top losers, and much, much more. So go check out SnapTrade. That's snaptrade.us. Go check them out. If you want to help support this channel, you can sign up through them. They did sponsor this video. So if you want to help support this channel, go sign up to SnapTrade. It's 100% free, and it's a huge tool for traders. I'll post the link in the chat. My computer would stop being so weird, man. There we go. Yeah, no worries, Lost Cosmos. How long did it take me to be profitable? About a year of trading every day in the market. About a year. I started trading 2 years ago, but I did take an extended break in between there just because I lost so much money at the beginning. I took about a seven or 8 month long break, and so really about about a year and 3 months to really target down how long it took. But like the biggest thing that I wasn't doing before that I am doing now is I'm looking at risk to reward in every single trade I get into. You know, like before I get into the trade, I look at where my risk level is, where my price target is, and I try to follow that plan as close as possible. And you know, the other thing, those two things, doing that, which is just analyzing risk to reward in each trade, and back testing your setups. You know, look at a large data pool, like a large time frame, and back test that setup, mark down how many times it worked versus how many times it did not work, right? And so if you do that, you'll really know if you have an edge. And if you do that along with good risk to reward, and you find a high accuracy setup that offers good risk to reward, then you're there, man. That's all you got to do. You know, you'll never get there if you're just copying off of me, or if you're copying off of another trader. You can copy my strategy, that's fine, but I wouldn't try to copy my trades, and I would still be skeptical even of me, and back test the setup yourself. Yeah, appreciate it, John. Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, no worries, John. Hey, brother, appreciate the support. And yeah, guys, like I said, if you want to sign up to TradeNet and go through my link, you can get 10% off a TradeNet package. And so if you're interested in signing up through TradeNet, you can go through my link and get 10%. I do make a small commission from it, but if you want to help support the channel, you can go through my link. I appreciate it if you do. Let's see. So yeah, if you want to help support this channel and you're interested in signing up to TradeNet, there's the link. You can go through that. You get 10% off. But yeah, guys, what do you mean by setup? I just mean, the pattern, the strategy, the setup, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I just mean the pattern. You want to back test your strategy. You want to back test your pattern to make sure it has an edge in the market. Nice, B. Bauer. Hey, brother, if you want my watch list mailed to you, B. Bauer, send me your Snaptrade username, and I'll add you to the list, and you'll be able to see my watch list on Snaptrade earlier in the market day. Yeah, appreciate it, Mihal. No worries, brother. Appreciate it. But yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. I'm going to go ahead and close it out. I got a doctor's appointment in an hour I'm going to be at. And so, yeah, good luck for the rest of the day, guys. And I'll see you all tomorrow morning. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I day trade live on stream every weekday morning starting at 8:45 a.m. market time, and so you can truly see my winners and losers. I can't hide anything. You can see my account balance change from day to day, and so hit the subscribe button if you're interested in seeing that tomorrow and haven't already. Also, guys, if you appreciate this content and want to help support this channel, click the like button right now in this video. It really does help support us if you click the like button, and I appreciate any support I can get. But yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. I'll go ahead and add you, B. Bauer. I got you, brother. Koha on Snaptrade. All right, give me a second, guys. I'll add you to the list real quick before I close it down. COJA. All right, I got it. Yeah, no worries. All right, Eric. All right, live gains. Yeah, I got you. I got you, Mihail. I got you, brother. All right, guys. Good luck for the rest of the day. Have a good day. Another profitable day in the books, although it was small. But the huge thing is that I used 300 shares, and that's kind of breaking through that barrier of fear of using bigger sizing. And so I used 300 shares, and I actually had a profitable trade. And so I got this. Still going to try to use bigger sizing tomorrow, so good luck for the rest of the day. I'll see you all tomorrow morning at 8:45 a.m. market time for our live stream. So good luck for the rest of the day, and thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.